If you want to learn how to use infusible ink on these coasters here, stay tuned because we're going to get right into it. New project coming today. So today we will be using some Cricut infusible ink to make some coasters. I already have some sitting right here that I already made. I went ahead and got some more so we can make some together. So today you will need some Cricut infusible ink coasters, some infusible ink of course, and some heat resistant tape and some sort of heat press, and of course your handy dandy Cricut machine, Cricut Maker, your Cricut Air Explorer 2, whichever one you have. You're gonna need all of that. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all new content coming out. So let's go ahead and get into this. If you've never used infusible ink before, let me just tell you all about it. So pretty much it's just like doing sublimation, but it's not sublimation. You don't need any special type of ink or anything. It's just these simple transfer sheets that you use your Cricut machine and you cut with, and you apply heat to them, and they have the same sort of effect as you do when you do a sublimation project. So like these coasters that I have here, they are smooth and glossy to the touch. You can't feel anything. The ink is actually infused into the coasters. You can do the same thing with t-shirts. They already have some stuff set up in there for you. If you don't want to like make your own design for your coasters, they have plenty of designs in Design Space already made up for infusible ink coasters. So I went ahead, I found some positive affirmation coasters, and I'm going to give these ones to my mom for a gift. I'm going home tomorrow, so I'll see her and I'll give these to her for a gift. Once you have it in your Design Space, honestly, there's nothing that you need to do. They're already sized perfectly for the coasters. They're already set up. So you just go ahead and you can make it. What I like to do is I like to separate my coasters just a little bit more on the mat, so that way when I go to cut them, I can cut each one out separately to place on each coaster. And I'm going to hit continue. You don't need a mirror or anything when you're using these. Y'all, I'm always dropping stuff in these videos. Y'all know it. Always dropping something. When you get to the screen that says select your materials, you're going to go ahead and hit browse materials. Now, if you're using a Cricut Explorer, set your dial to custom, and then this screen should pop up for you. And we're going to type in infusible, and you select on infusible ink transfer sheet. Now, I always leave my pressure on default. My Cricut machine is fairly new, and so is my blade, so I don't really ever have an issue with cutting any type of materials out. So usually for me, default works perfectly on everything that I'm cutting out. We'll load my mat in. I hope y'all see my new setup today. I definitely went to Michael's this morning, first thing this morning, and switched up my whole extra room in here to make it a little bit more easier to see and to record when I'm doing projects. So I hope y'all like it. I'm gonna show y'all my new desk setup over here that I have for my Cricut as well. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into this. The Cricut button is flashing. Go ahead and hit that. Okay, so my Cricut has just finished cutting out my design. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the mat. Place this mat back over here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my scissors and just cut out each design. So when using your infusible ink, once you have your design cut out, I don't really use my weeding tool. I usually just go ahead and just pop out the letters, and they usually come right out with my hands. But if you need a tool, by all means, go ahead and grab that too. I need my tool. I'm not a professional at this. So for this design, it's almost like reverse weeding. I'm gonna keep everything else and actually take out my actual letters. This would also be a good time to go ahead and get your heat press set up. You're gonna have to press each one of these for about 240 seconds at 400 degrees. Alright y'all, so this is gonna take me a little while to go ahead and get all this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this one, and I'll be back when I'm done with it. Alright, so this is what you're left with. I have each one cut out. I'm gonna place this design on here face down. And then you're gonna need some tape. Make sure you get the whole thing nice and covered. Get your heat resistant tape. And just tape down the sides just to help make sure you have good contact the whole way around your coaster. And I'll just put about maybe 3 to 4 pieces of tape on here. Just to make sure you have great contact, to make sure that the infusible ink sheet comes in full contact with your coaster the whole way around. So right here it's a little loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that down with the tape. We're gonna do this for all of them. These will be very, very hot. So I would advise not touching them right away. Sometimes I'll slide them off my mat so I can get the other one started. But just be very careful when you're using these. These take a long time to cool off. And these are a cold peel, so you will not peel this until it's completely cool. And that's when you will see the magic of the infusible ink, because the heat is what activates the color on these, and it comes out with great color. So I'm gonna come back once I got all of these set up, ready to be pressed, and we'll press them and see what we end up with. Stay tuned. I have all 4 of my coasters all ready to go. So now I am gonna press these one at a time. I know some of y'all might be watching this and say, I want overboard with the tape, but I've tried this a couple times, and the first time that I did it, if I didn't have a good contact, I could just never get the ink to infuse very well. So I just always go overboard with the tape. I mean, it just helps me ensure that I know I'm gonna get a good contact with my ink. So I'm gonna go ahead, my easy press is already ready. I'm gonna have that sit there. I'm gonna place this sheet on top, trust but verify, and sit it down on there. And we're gonna hit go. 400 degrees for 240 seconds. Like I said, when this gets done, it's gonna be very hot touch, but if you can move it, if not, just wait. See my bear koozies? They're definitely getting put to good use. It's Friday night. Let's have a good one. All right, the time is up. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Whew. Thing's hot. I can just slide it off my mat so I can get the next one started. I'm gonna do the next one up here. It's not in the same exact spot. I'm gonna try to use a different spot on my sheet as well. Actually, no, we're gonna just put it here. Put it in the same spot. Different spot on my sheet, press it down, and go. So I'll be back when I'm done with all of these, and we'll see how they all came out. All right, so I went ahead and peeled the first 3 because they cooled off. I have 1 more here. So all you're gonna do is just go ahead and just peel the tape off. And I'm gonna put my disclaimer out there now, y'all. I did mess up. I did not mirror my writing, so I could not read what's on my coasters. Okay? If you're using text or any type of words or writing for this type of project, make sure you do mirror. If it's just a pattern or some kind of like design, it's not really that big of a deal. But if it's words, make sure you mirror, because I could not read any of my coasters. But it's okay. They came out really, really nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Okay, y'all, so as I stated, make sure you do mirror if you're using any type of script or writing any type of text for this project. Make sure you mirror the design. So my coasters came out perfect, but you can't read the words. So make sure you mirror if you are using writing. The first set that I didn't need to mirror because it was just a design on them, so that's my bad. But look, we are learning together. I am not perfect, but here goes the outcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel. More content will be coming. Thank you. Have a good weekend.